Well, we will start the meeting in about 1 minute. We want everyone to have a chance to find a seat, and we're very glad for you all to be here this morning with us. I will now call to order the January 8th, 2026 board meeting of the South Carolina Public Charter School District. Calling Dr. Billy Strickland to lead us in our invocation.
Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for all that have gathered this morning in this beautiful auditorium. Be with each and every one. Thank you for your being with us. Thank you for what you do for this school district. Please be with this group as we travel back home. We ask for your safety, a safe travels. Dear Lord, thank you for this outstanding district office staff that does so much. Thank you for all the schools that are represented. Thank you for their boards. Thank you for the teachers and administrators and staff in each and every school. We appreciate what you do and ask God's guidance upon you. At this time, I would like to pause and ask a special prayer on our new members of our school district, the schools that have joined. Change is a difficult task. Doing something new sometime is nerve-wracking. However, with God's guidance and the help of this school district who goes on the motto, kids first, it is not a motto. It is a heartfelt way that we do business. So today we ask guidance and help as we bring in, just like family, new members who are excellent schools and will be an integral part of this school district. We ask all those things in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Well, I think we can all go home now.
Amen.
That is just beautiful, and it does reflect what we feel, and we are so glad to see all of you here in the coming months and years of togethership and workmanship. So thank you very much, Dr. Strickland. Now, Dr. Pope will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let us stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now, I believe in long distance, but we can totally see you clearly. Our board vice chair, Dexter Davis, will lead us in the position and mission statements of the South Carolina Public Charter School District.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our position statement: the South Carolina Public Charter School District embraces the state-appointed role as a distinct authorizer of the public charter schools statewide. Our mission: the South Carolina Public Charter School District authorizes, supports, and champions innovative K-12 public charter schools, ensuring quality educational opportunities for parents and academic excellence for students so that every South Carolina child can reach their highest potential.
Thank you. We will now move on to the consent agenda. Approval of the agenda. We have two items under this.
Roll call.
Oh, excuse me, the roll call. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Excuse me, the roll call. You go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Chair. When I call your name, please indicate your presence here today. Mr. Jonathan Butcher.
Here.
Mr. Jonathan Butcher is here. Mr. Dexter Davis.
Present.
Mr. Dexter Davis is present. Stephen Gilchrist is present. Kip Miller.
Present.
Mr. Kip Miller is present. Ms. Cindy Marsteller.
Present.
Chair Marsteller is present. Mr. Craig Plank. Mr. Craig Plank is not present. Dr. Teresa Pope.
Present.
Dr. Teresa Pope is present. Dr. Billy Strickland?
Present.
Dr. Billy Strickland is present. Madam Chair, that constitutes a quorum for us to hear today.
Thank you, thank you. We will now move on to item 6, the consent agenda. First, we have 3 items under that. First, the approval of the agenda for the January 8th, 2026 meeting. We need a motion and a second to approve the agenda for today's January 8th, 2026 board meeting.
Second, Madam
Thank
Chair.
you. Any discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion passes. Thank you. Okay, good. I will do that now. Our next item under the consent agenda is approval of the minutes for the November 20th, 25 meeting. We need a motion and a second to approve the minutes from that meeting.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Second, we have a second. All in favor, and please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion passes. Approval, our last item, approval of the minutes for the December 11th, 2025 meeting. We need a motion and a second to
So
approve the
moved, Madam
minutes.
Chair.
Thank you. Having a motion and a
Second.
second. Thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none, we will put the motion to a vote. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion
Aye.
passes. Thank you. Now, our next item would be public comments. Are there any public comments to be made? Thank you. We now move on to informational items, some exciting informational items. Item A, the new transfer schools, our opportunity to recognize you and to welcome you into our district, as Dr. Strickland so eloquently said earlier.
Madam Chair, trustees, as you recall at your December 11th board meeting last month, you approved the transfer of 12 operational schools and 2 advanced pre-opening status Year 0 schools from Limestone Charter Association. As I shared in my comments last month, we extend our sincere gratitude at the flexibility and quality speed by which these schools provided the necessary documentation for the transfer. And to our colleagues in the audience, thank you. Today, we are here to celebrate and recognize these 14 schools with representatives joining us today from all 14 of them. To our new colleagues, we are excited to work with you, collectively putting kids first through quality educational programs and academic excellence for children. Now, we will go alphabetically and ask each school to come forward and be recognized with a small token of our appreciation and welcoming of you to their Kids First family, as well as our commitment to you to support you. So let's begin. First up, we have Atlantic Collegiate Academy, located in Conway, down in Horry County. As of its 45th day, Atlantic Collegiate serves 604 students with a mission of this. In a small, safe, family-centered setting, Atlantic Collegiate Academy serves students who seek a rigorous curriculum, high academic standards, and elite athletics while they earn up to 2 years of college credit upon the completion of high school. Representatives attending today include their school leader, Dr. Cheryl McKinley, and their board chair, Matt Harris. So, welcome Atlantic Collegiate. Next up, we have Coastal High School of Myrtle Beach, located in Myrtle Beach. As of its 45th day, it served 282 students in grades 9 through 12 with a mission to engage students in project-based learning that will improve academic achievement, critical and creative thinking, and awareness of their leadership roles in our community and environment. With us today is the principal, Sherry Oskins, and the director of operations, Jackie Roddy. So let's give them a hand. Next up, we have Discovery School at Myrtle Beach. It serves 499 students as of its 45th day in grades K through 7. Its mission is to foster intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and creativity in an innovative and collaborative environment. With us today from them are the principal, Tyler Matthews, and board member, Jay Davis. So welcome Discovery School at Myrtle Beach. Next up, we have Discovery School at Rock Hill. Trustees, as you recall, this is an advanced pre-opening status school that has a planned opening of 2027, and we have representatives from the school, the Year Zero school here. This school will serve children in grades K through 8 with a mission to foster intellectual curiosity, critical thinking, and creativity in an innovative and collaborative environment. So welcome, Discovery School at Rock Hill. Next up, we have East Link Academy located in Greenville. It served, as of its 45th day, 252 students in grades kindergarten through 8. Its mission is to prepare students to be language and cultural links between the West and the East in order to meet the global challenges of their lifetime by providing a rigorous education in math, science, social studies, and language arts in a bilingual English-Mandarin environment. With us today are the head of school, Dana Hutto, and the vice principal, Barbara Bingham. Welcome. Next up is Global Academy of South Carolina, located in Spartanburg. As of its 45th day, it serves 607 students in grades K through 8. Its mission is to deliver a first-class education program that offers a unique foreign language and multicultural curriculum, empowering students to be global leaders of tomorrow. Board Chair Vitaly Sulikiv and CEO Joel Chisholm. Next up is Gocher Charter Academy, located in Gaffney, South Carolina. It serves 308 students in grades 4K through 8 as of its 45th. And its mission is to prepare students for college and careers through innovative learning opportunities, providing a community-oriented learning environment, and holding themselves and our students to higher standards. Among the folks here from Gocher today include the board chair, Jimmy Lamb, the principal, Amber Comber, and board member Bryce Cook. So welcome to us, Gocher Charter Academy. Next up, we have Horse Creek Academy, Aiken, located in Aiken. As of its 45th day, Horse Creek Academy served 1,388 students in grades kindergarten through grade 12. Its mission is to create an innovative and challenging learning environment that teaches the whole learner through the pillars of connection, flexibility, and service. Among the attendees today include Dr. Anne Marie Taylor, the school leader, and the board chair, Jared Chambliss. Welcome, Horse Creek Academy. Next, we have Legion Collegiate Academy, located in Rock Hill, that served as of its 45th day 602 students in grades 9 through 12. The mission of Legion Collegiate Academy is to serve high school students in a small, safe, family-centered setting who seek the opportunity and challenge of a rigorous curriculum, high academic standards, and outstanding athletics while earning up to 2 years of college credit while in high school. Joining us today among the representatives is Dr. Julie Marshall, who is the principal of Legion Collegiate Academy. So welcome, Legion Collegiate. Next up, we welcome Mountain View Preparatory, located in Spartanburg. It served as of its 45th day 555 students in grades 7 through 12. Its mission is to cast the next stars of the sports and entertainment industry. Among the attendees today include the principal, Matt Talley. Welcome, Mountain View Preparatory. Next, we welcome Oceanside Collegiate Academy, located down in Mount Pleasant. As of its 45th day, it had 609 students enrolled in grades 9 through 12, and its mission is to serve high school students in a safe, small setting who seek the opportunity and challenge of a rigorous curriculum, high academic standards, and elite athletics while earning up to 2 years of college credit while in high school. Joining us today are the interim principal, Mike Lorenz, and board chair, Chris Swisher. Now we welcome Orangeburg High School for Health Professions, located in Orangeburg. As of its 45th day, it serves 531 students in grades 9 through 12. Its mission is to improve student achievement by using rigorous academic instruction, supplemented by innovative teaching, interactive learning, and professional mentoring to give students a competitive edge throughout their college and professional careers. Joining us today among the attendees include their board chair, Henry Jenkins, and executive director, Derwin Farr. Welcome. Next up, we have Riverstone High School, formerly known as the South Carolina High School for Accelerated Learning. It is a year zero school in advanced pre-opening status, that will be located in North Charleston, serving children in grades 7 through 12. Its mission is to help students at risk of not graduating earn a standard high school diploma and prepare for post-secondary success. So we welcome representatives from Riverstone High School. And I believe we have board member Leslie Clark and Kinsley Leonard Wilson joining us today too. And now we welcome up Summerville Preparatory Academy, located, of course, in Summerville, South Carolina. As of its 45th day, it serves 637 students in grades kindergarten through 6. Its mission is to strengthen students academically, socially, and emotionally within a highly engaging and supportive environment. Among the attendees here today include the principal, Jean Castelli, and board member, Jay Davis. To the 14 schools joining our Kids First family, let's all give them a big round of applause. Welcome. At the end of their board meeting, we do have containers for you to put your plaques in if you'd like to take that to transport those home. Last but not least, we would like to recognize representatives from the South Carolina Department of Education with whom we have worked in close collaboration. Today, I believe with us include the Director of the Office of Education Choice and Family Engagement, Mika Childs, Charter School Program Manager, Joseph Alada, Charter School Team Lead, Beth Poff, and Grant Manager, Terry Prince. If you would rise to be recognized. Madam Chair, that concludes our welcoming of our 14 new schools.
Good morning. Annually, the South Carolina Department of Education publishes school report cards for the prior school year. Each public school in South Carolina receives an overall report card rating by grade band, elementary, middle, and high, based on a 100-point scale. The 100 rating points are earned across various indicators. The indicators for elementary and middle schools are academic achievement, preparing for success, student progress, school climate, and multilingual learner progress. The indicators for high school are academic achievement, preparing for success, graduation rate, high school student success, school climate, college and career readiness, and multilingual learners progress. To receive a rating for each indicator, a school must have data for that indicator from 20 or more students. Schools may receive 1 of 5 overall ratings: excellent, good, average, below average, or unsatisfactory. To receive an overall rating of excellent is a tremendous feat. On behalf of Superintendent Neely and the PCSD staff, I am honored to present to you today 20 excellent schools by grade band. Schools that are present, please come forward for a picture with Superintendent Neely and Chairlady Mosteller. You'll be receiving a tabletop excellent banner for you to take on the road and display within your school as a token of our pride of your accomplishments. Up first, Bridges Preparatory School for an excellent high school grade band. East Point Academy for an excellent middle school grade band. Fox Creek High School for an excellent high school grade band. This is Fox Creek's second excellent in a row. Green Charter School Greenville for an excellent elementary grade band. This is also Greenville's second excellent in a row. Green Charter School Simpsonville for an excellent elementary grade band. And I would like to point out that this is Green Simpsonville's first report card ever. So Principal Maria Werner is definitely starting at the top. And Green Charter School Spartanburg for an excellent middle school grade band. You got Spartanburg. Greenville Tech Charter High School for an excellent high school grade band, and this is their fourth excellent in a row. Greer Middle College for an excellent high school grade band. This is Greer's third excellent in a row. High Point Academy for an excellent high school grade band. This is High Point Academy High School's second excellent in a row. Lakes and Bridges Charter School for an excellent middle school grade band. And I would like to add that Lakes and Bridges is the first AEC in PCSD history to receive an excellent rating. Palmetto Scholars Academy for an excellent high school grade band. This is PSA's high school's fourth excellent in a row. Riverwalk Academy for an excellent high school grade band. York Prep Academy for an excellent high school grade band. This is YPA High School's second excellent in a row. And Youth Leadership Academy for an excellent middle school grade band. Also joining us today, as you are aware, are board-approved Limestone Charter Association transfers. We wanted to offer our new schools this same excellent recognition opportunity before you today. These Limestone Charter Association schools received excellent ratings under Superintendent Angel Malone's leadership, and we are appreciative of their hard work last school year. Schools, you will also be receiving a tabletop excellent banner for you to take on the road and display within your school as a token of our pride in your accomplishment. Please come forward for a photo as you are called. Atlantic Collegiate High School for an excellent high school grade band, and this is their second excellent in a row. Legion Collegiate Academy for an excellent high school grade band, and this is Legion's third excellent in a row. Oceanside Collegiate Academy for an excellent high school grade band, and this is Oceanside's fourth excellent in a row. Orangeburg High School for Health Professions for an excellent high school grade band, and this is Orangeburg High's second excellent in a row. Congratulations to the 2025 Excellent Charter Schools. Okay, it's me again. Madam Chair, Board of Trustees, this morning, in recognition of Law Enforcement Appreciation Month, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the Richland County Sheriff's Department and Sheriff Leon Lott for their ongoing partnership and commitment to the safety of our local community. First, we want to offer a heartfelt thank you to Ms. Cheryl Johnson, Special Duty Coordinator. Cheryl, your professionalism, attention to detail, and responsiveness makes an incredible difference. You are our steady point of contact, ensuring that deputy scheduling for board meetings and district events is seamless and dependable. Your collaboration helps us maintain safe environments for our stakeholders, and we are deeply appreciative of your work. We also want to recognize Sheriff Leon Lott for his strong leadership and continued support of the public charter school district. Sheriff Lott, thank you for being a trusted partner and for your unwavering commitment to putting kids first in Richland County. Your department's presence, visibility, and relationship building with our local schools reflect the values we hold as a district. To the entire Richland County Sheriff's Department, please accept our gratitude for your service, your partnership, and your dedication to the safety and well-being of our students and school communities. Ms. Cheryl Johnson and Sheriff Lott, please come forward for a small token of our appreciation. We thank you for your service to Richland County.
All right, it is also School Board Appreciation Month, so I have the honor of recognizing all of you. This month, we pause to express our sincere gratitude to our Board of Directors for their leadership, service, and unwavering commitment to our mission. Serving on a board requires time, thoughtful decision-making, and the courage to lead through complex and often difficult issues. Our board members do this work with integrity, care, and a deep sense of responsibility to the students, families, and communities we serve. You ask the right questions, provide steady guidance, and hold us to high standards, always with a focus on what matters most, putting kids first. Your support and partnership allow our organization to operate with clarity, confidence, and purpose. On behalf of our staff, our schools, and the families who benefit from your service, thank you for your dedication, your trust, and your belief in this work. We're deeply grateful for your leadership and proud to serve alongside you. As a small token of our appreciation, you should have a gift bag waiting for you. We'll get you a new one. All right, it's the moment that you've all been waiting for, our PCSD Core Value Award winner. Today, it is my honor to recognize someone who truly embodies what our core values look like in action. This year brought unexpected challenges, including the rapid transfer of Limestone Charter Association schools to our district. In the midst of tight timelines and high stakes, this person maintained a calm, steady presence. They approached every decision with focus, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to excellence, exactly when it mattered most. This person's work reflects exceptional attention to detail, fairness, and consistency. They hold themselves to the highest standards while ensuring our processes are thorough, objective, and equitable. Just as importantly, they've built strong, trusting relationships, both internally with their colleagues and externally with schools, creating clarity and confidence during a complex season. As the heart of this person's work is our Kids First mission. Every action they take is rooted in doing what is best for students and families. For their dedication, professionalism, and commitment to excellence, it's my great pleasure to present Kristen Farmer with the Core Value Award. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Kristen. I'm not surprised that your colleagues voted for you to represent the entire district this quarter. You always come to work with excellence in the forefront of your mind. It's reflected in your work. I think our new schools and our existing schools who have already experienced the professionalism and the expertise, the clarity, the transparency, and the professionalism that you put in all your work has been represented throughout your entire time here. I'm very appreciative of the cultural aspect that you bring to our district, your team, and the way that you've really grown as a leader. I love watching our teachers grow to be leaders at the district level. And Kristen, I think you're one of the finest examples of that. Congratulations.
Well, I think you are one of the kindest people, and I think that's the type of life that you live, and you're a servant leader. And in addition to being beautiful, everybody doesn't get that. You got that too, thrown in, no extra charge. So anyway, you are just a delight, and like I said, servant leadership, I think, is a theme of your life here in this district. And in light of that, it's a wonderful blessing. Like, I see all these people come up today with their new schools. You can feel that we're going to work. We are going to work together and have these values that live in Kristen, and because I can feel it in the room. We are together for for one of the greatest causes of civilization, the raising up of the next generation. So I just thank you for being a substantive daily part of this, and all of the leadership that I can see across this room and have bumped into right here. So we welcome you at a heartfelt level, and we are ready to make the mission of this effort be the best it can be for you. We are here to serve you, and that's the type of person that we have right here in you. Yes.
Thank you, I'm honored. I appreciate it.
Madam Chair, that concludes our informational items.
We move on to item 10, action items, as we do not need an executive session. Correct. Thank you. Action items. The first action we will take up is a resolution honoring David M. Muldrow Beasley. Chris Neely will present this. We need a motion and a second to approve our district's resolution honoring David M. Beasley as recommended by staff.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. We have a motion. We have a
Second.
Second. Any questions, discussion?
Madam Chair, if you don't mind, I would like to read the resolution that the board has before it today, I think for the benefit of the public. Resolution of the South Carolina Public Charter School District Board of Trustees, recognizing the Honorable David M. Beasley as trustee emeritus. Whereas David M. Beasley honorably served as the governor of South Carolina from 1995 to 1999. Whereas Governor Beasley was at the forefront of supporting charter schools in South Carolina, even advocating for them in his State of the State speech in January 1996. Whereas with the support of the General Assembly, Governor Beasley signed the South Carolina Charter Schools Act of 1996 into law almost 30 years ago on June 18, 1996. Whereas Governor Beasley has maintained a zealous advocate and supporter of charter schools in South Carolina, both while in public office and in private life. Whereas Governor Beasley has demonstrated a lifelong commitment to putting kids first, having been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2020 as Executive Director of the United Nations World Food Program. Whereas the South Carolina Charter Schools Act of 1996 was amended in 2006 to include the creation of the South Carolina Public Charter School District. Whereas the South Carolina Public Charter School District is the oldest statewide authorizer in South Carolina, celebrating its 20th anniversary in 2026, and serves over 22,000 students in 45 schools across the state. Whereas the South Carolina Public Charter School District and all South Carolina citizens are indebted to the vision of Governor Beasley in support of charter schools. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the South Carolina Public Charter School District hereby confers upon David M. Beasley the honorary title of Trustee Emeritus, with all rights and privileges thereto, as a lasting expression of gratitude and recognition for his outstanding dedication and leadership. And be it further resolved that this resolution be entered into the official records of the district, and that a copy be presented to Mr. Beasley as a token of appreciation for his invaluable service. Adopted this 8th day of January 2026 by the Board of Trustees of the South Carolina Public Charter School District.
Thank you. That's a beautiful statement. So we have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? I will say one thing. When he became governor, we might recall, it's ironic, that back in 1994, his campaign slogan was "Putting families first," which I know all of you in this audience are doing that too every day. So that's kind of the nature of David Beasley, and I appreciate all that you have put into this and said about this. Any discussion? Any other discussion? We will now call for the question. All in favor of approval of our district's resolution honoring David M. Beasley, please indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Thank you, Brett. Our next action item is Palmetto Excel Charters. John R. Payne, Deputy Superintendent of Sponsored Performance, will review this situation with us,
Yes, ma'am.
this issue with us.
Madam Chair, trustees, as you may recall at your regularly scheduled board meeting last month, back in December of 25, you entertained an amended motion to accept the voluntary relinquishment of the charters for Palmetto Excel, North Charleston, Sumter, and Spartanburg, contingent upon receipt of a signed resolution on or before your board meeting today, January 8, 2026. In an email dated December 10th, 2025, the Palmetto Excel Board committed to providing the signed resolution. On Tuesday of this week, after I sent an inquiry email to them, the board provided an unexecuted resolution via email to relinquish the charters. Although they provided the resolution, it was unsigned and has not been approved by the board. In follow-up correspondence, the attorney for Palmetto Excel confirmed that the school's board would vote on the resolution at its February 3rd, 2026 board meeting, and subsequently provide an executed summary. A copy of the email from the attorney to the district's counsel is included in your board packet. To avoid this issue reappearing on future agenda and taking up more staff time, district staff recommend that the board pass a motion to accept a properly executed resolution to voluntarily relinquish the charters for Palmetto Excel North Charleston, Palmetto Excel Sumter, and Palmetto Excel Spartanburg if received on or before February 6th, 2026. And if the executed resolution is not received by that date, then to direct staff to issue notices of revocation on February 9th, 2026, and schedule the revocation hearing if requested by any of the schools. If a hearing is requested by any of the schools, the district staff will schedule this hearing for your next regularly scheduled board meeting on March 19th, 2026. At this time, Madam Chair and trustees, I respectfully request a motion to accept this staff recommendation.
Yes, thank you. All in favor, we need a motion and a second to approve the recommendation of staff.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Second, thank you. Any questions? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
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 The motion passes, and thank you for that prudence and timing so we can get everything done correctly.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Next, we move to the October 2025 financial report. Dawn, hey, Dawn.
Good morning. Good morning, Madam Chair and board members. At the end of October, we expect 66.67% of the general fund approved budget to remain, and we currently are at 65.59%. My report will show the district is bringing in more revenue than forecasted and is now operating at a net for the year. The November report will also show net increase for the month and also the year. On page 2, this is the district-wide income statement, which includes general fund state aid to classrooms, revenue transferred to all of our schools. Through October 31st, the district received over $73 million in revenue, with a total expenditures also of over $73 million, which equals a net gain of over $29,000. Of the revenue received, over $71.8 million was sent to our schools under the state aid to classrooms line, and for any that participate in the South Carolina retirement system. Moving on to page 3. This report is the income statement for the district office only, which includes only general fund revenue recorded for our state mandated 2% authorizing fee, any donations, interest income, and any other local sources. For the month of October, the district recorded over $490,000 in revenue and over $449,000 in expenditures, for a net increase of over $41,000 for the month. This increases our estimated fund balance from $3,462,766 to $3,492,691, which is a net gain for the year of over $29,000. The November financial report will also show a net increase for the month, resulting in an increase in the fund balance. Moving to page 4. Yes. This report breaks out the district's budgets and expenditures by department. Leadership has a budget of over $1.6 million, expenditures of over $535,000, with 68% remaining. Sponsor Performance has a budget of over $1.1 million, expenditures of over $424,000, with 64% remaining. External Affairs has a budget of over $615,000, expenditures of over $290,000, with 66% remaining. And Financial Services and HR has a budget of over $914,000, expenditures of over $289,000, with 68% remaining. And finally, moving on to page 5. The final page of my report is generated monthly by South Carolina Department of Education and includes all state funding calculated for the district. Of the $267.4 million total allocation, $262 million is under the state aid to classrooms line, which is 97.96%. Madam Chair, this concludes my October financial report, and I respectfully request board approval pending any questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Hearing none. So we need a motion and a second to approve the November 2025 financial report as recommended by staff.
So moved.
Excuse me, what did I say? November.
No, it should be October.
It says November, sorry. I was reading correctly,
Yeah,
but
we'll
the
do
wrong.
November.
Okay, excuse me. We need a motion to approve the October 2025 financial report as recommended by staff.
So moved.
So moved.
Thank you. We have a second, everything?
I'll second. I'll be the second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Thank you. Now to the November 2025 financial report. Nick Michael, Deputy Superintendent of Financial Services.
Good morning, Madam Chair and board members. At the end of November, we expect 58.33% of the general fund approved budget to remain. We are currently at 57.09. My report will show the district is bringing in more revenue than forecasted and is operating at a net gain for the year. The December report will also show that there will be a net increase for the month and also for the year. If you flip over to page 2, this is the district-wide income statement, which includes general fund, state aid to classrooms, revenue transferred to our schools. Through November 30th, the district received over $92.6 million in revenue, with total expenditures of over $92.5 million, which equals a net gain of over $42,000 for the year. Of the revenue received, over $90.1 million was sent to our schools under the state aid to classrooms line and for any that participate in the South Carolina retirement system. Flipping over to page 3, This report is the income statement for the district office only, which includes only general fund revenue recorded for our state mandated 2% authorizing fee, donations, interest income, and any other local sources. For the month of November, the district recorded over $488,000 in revenue, over $475,000 in expenditures, for a net increase of over $12,000 for the month. This increases our estimated fund balance from $3,492,000 to $3,505,000, which is a net gain for the year of over $42,000. The December financial report will also show a net increase for the month, resulting in an increase in fund balance for the year. If you flip over to page 4, this report breaks out the district's budgets and expenditures by department. Leadership has a budget of over $1.6 million, expenditures of over $674,000, with 60% remaining. Sponsor Performance has a budget of over $1.1 million, expenditures of over $538,000, with 54% remaining. Support and Implementation has a budget of over $1.1 million, expenditures of over $575,000, with 52% remaining. External Affairs has a budget of over $615,000, expenditures of over $260,000, with 58% remaining. And lastly, Financial Services and Human Resources has a budget of over $914,000, expenditures of over $350,000, with 62% remaining. And if you flip over to the last page of my report, this is generated monthly by the State Department, which includes all state funding calculated for the district. Of the total allocation of $267.4 million, $262 million is under the state aided classrooms line, which is approximately 97.95% for the year. Madam Chair and board members, I would also like to address some key financial points for the year. The district continues to operate with zero debt, owns this wonderful facility, has brought in over $206,000 in interest income from our LGIP investment account. That's from July through December 31st, and is planning to invest in several building projects this spring and into the summer. Lastly, I will be presenting a budget amendment this spring to align with actual revenue received, since the original budget was very conservative. Madam Chair, this concludes my November financial report, and I respectfully request board approval pending any questions.
Thank you. Any questions? First, we need a motion and a second to approve the November 2025 financial report as recommended by staff.
Second, Madam Chair.
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. The motion carries. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
My husband wishes I was you.
I would like to welcome up Brian Nicholson from Malden & Jenkins to present our annual financial audit report status.
Good morning, Madam Chair, board members, Mr. Neely. I got a few slides here. It's going to be more high-level overview than what Nick just provided for you all, but it's going to hit the highlights of the June 30, 2025 audit. So a brief agenda here. We'll go over the engagement team, the results of the 2025 audit, some financial information, and then at the end, any comments or any questions that y'all may have. So just to reintroduce myself, my name is Brian Nicholson with Malden Jenkins. We're actually located here in Columbia, just down the road off UG Street. Daniel Anderson was the quality control review partner for the district's June 30, 2025 audit. The engagement timeline is really broken up into 3 segments. Segment 1 is really our planning and interim procedures. We focus more on the single audit and compliance test work. Segment 2 is more financial year-end audit testing. That's where the majority of our testing gets done. And segment 3 is really our review and the presentation of the audit to you all. On slide, I believe is, the numbering's off. The results of the 2025 audit. So our audit was conducted in accordance with generally accepted auditing standards and government auditing standards. We were engaged to provide reasonable but not absolute assurance that the financial statements are free from material misstatement. And we did issue an unmodified or clean opinion on the district's 2025 financial statements. That's the best opinion you can get. There is no no significant deficiencies, no material weaknesses that had to be disclosed. We also issued our reports on internal control, and we also had no material weaknesses and significant deficiencies as well. The third report is our single audit report. So when the district expends over $750,000 in federal awards, you are required to undergo a single audit or a compliance audit. This year we tested Title I, which approximated about $3.9 million of the district's total federal expenditures. Again, we also issued a clean opinion or an unmodified opinion, no material weaknesses and no significant deficiencies. These next few slides are really our required communications. We're required to provide these either orally or in writing, so this morning I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm not going to hit every single one, but I did want to point out a few of them. In the current year, the district was required to implement GASB Statement 101 for compensated absences. This did not have a material effect on the financial statements, so if you're one of those that kind of compares last year to this year, you're really not going to see a difference. The second bullet point on this slide, our relationship with management. We really appreciate our relationship with the district and Nick and his team. There's a lot of work that goes into getting ready for an audit. Unfortunately, an audit, just by nature, it's an invasive process. We ask for a lot of information, and we appreciate the hard work that you all put into getting ready for that so that we can do what we need to do to make sure that the district is in compliance with all of its reporting requirements. So thank you. The last bullet point on this slide, auditor independence. Our professional standards require us that we maintain a level of independence throughout the audit process, and we did maintain that independence. This slide really kind of looks back at the general fund balance, the main operating fund of the district. You'll notice in 2021, the fund balance was around $4.1 million, and then in the next fiscal year, it decreased significantly, but that was really due to about $1.8 million for this building transferred to the capital projects fund, which resulted in the district not having to take out any debt to pay for all of this. Ending fund balance for June 30, 2025 was approximately $3.4 million compared to 2.5, so about a $945,000 increase. These last few slides are really informational. We already talked about GASB 101. GASB 103 is required to be implemented next year. It's more of a presentation type GASB. You really won't notice a huge difference in the financial statements. And then lastly, we do provide free quarterly CPE to all of our clients. Most of it is financial based, but every now and then we do have some tailored more towards board members, and if any of y'all are ever interested in sitting on any of those, or at least getting the emails to see what the sessions are about, please let myself or Nick know, and we'll get you added. And with that, any comments or any questions?
Let me ask for a motion. We need a motion and a second to approve the fiscal year 2025 annual audit report as recommended by staff and reviewed with us by you.
So moved, Madam Chair.
Thank you. A second. Are there any questions, comments?
I would just like to say that's an excellent audit report, and appreciate our accounting team and everything that they do to get a clean opinion such as this.
We certainly lived through different years ago, and we are very glad to be not in the red. Yes, so anyway. Okay, so we have a motion and a second to receive the report. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you.
All right. Thank y'all.
Now we move to the superintendent's report.
Madam Chair, and trustees, just a few updates from sponsor performance. So since our meeting last time, we've had our data visits to SC Whitmore and Learn for Life. As I described last month, we're beginning a series of trips going to some of our schools to really do a health checkup on their data systems, their accountability, to make sure all their platforms are working, to really be there to support them. And in last month, as I said, we visited S.C. Whitmore and Learn for Life. The required charter annual reports are due every December 31st, and I am pleased to report, Madam Chair and Trustee, that we had 100% of our schools submit these reports on time. Since I joined in 22, which is the first time we've had them all on time, and I just commend our colleagues from our schools for all their hard work and dedication to getting those across the finish line. The next step with that is we will put them all together, review them, and then we have until January 30th to provide all of those documents to the State Department. Wrong month, John. On January 20th, we are going to be welcoming a new director of charter performance. And this individual is going to be working closely on Ms. Farmer's team and our authorization work, really to ensure that the performance is there to support schools as they need it in implementing and to the fidelity of the charters that they have. We're excited to have her join, as well as work with us in a lot of our accountability work too. I'm also pleased to report we had an exciting, as we are looking at our organization, Dr. Perry Mills graciously stepped up and agreed to and expressed interest, and he and I had a conversation, and Dr. Mills has moved over to be our new Chief Charter Operations Officer, and he will be working very heavily with many of our transfer schools as we go through the coming months and the work ahead, as well as providing technical assistance and direct support to our alternative education campuses, and we're thrilled to have Dr. Mills on the team. We are preparing for the 2026 application season. Applications are going to be due this year on January the 30th, and we have maintained in contact with the various groups and organizations that submitted letters of intent to us, and we're excited to see how many applications we get here in just a few weeks, and that will begin that application season. And of course, March and April board meetings, we will have recommendations for you there. The last thing, Madam Chair, which is not on this slide that I just wanted to mention is, as you all know, charter schools get funding based on their 5th day, 45th, and 135th day funding. When the 45th day reports came out, the department provides a poverty database, and it identifies which children can be classified as a pupil in poverty. When we received that file and looked at it, and our schools looked at it, we noticed that there were some significant discrepancies. And so we began reaching out to the State Department of Education pretty heavily to try to understand why these students who just last spring were pupils in poverty were no longer showing up as pupils in poverty. And to the credit of my team's work, Nick and his team's work, we were able to get the department to agree to allow us to kind of put that data back together once they got an updated, clean data file. So in essence, we had on the first file, we had about 1,000 fewer students identified as PIP. When the file got corrected, we now have 1,457 more students of poverty, which reflects about $3.2 million more that we were able to capture because our schools and our staff here were laser focused on the quality and the validity of the data that we had. And to that end, a couple of nights ago, the department sent out a notice to all school districts announcing that there was an updated file. So we really appreciate our advocacy and appreciate our collaboration and partnership with the department as well.
I want to just do a shout out to John and his team for catching this. We're the only school district in South Carolina that found this mistake. We were the only school district that advocated for it to be changed. And as a benefit, every school district in South Carolina is going to see more revenue for their students because of John and his team's advocacy. So job well done.
Yeah.
The last thing as far as my updates, Madam Chair, is a non-material change coming to us from Liberty STEAM Charter School. Liberty STEAM has did a bylaw revision. It is non-material, and in essence, they're requiring that their non-voting committee members must meet the same qualification as their other board meetings. And in consultation with District Council, we deemed this a non-material change. With that, Madam, pending any questions?
Any questions? Any further questions? Thank you, John. Now we hear from Emily Baker, Support and Implementation Update. She's the Deputy Superintendent for Support and Implementation.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This morning I have 3 updates for you. The first is I would like to introduce you to Corey Rebman. Corey, please stand. She loves this. Corey joined our team this week as a special education coordinator. She is coming to us directly from the classroom, and she most recently was with Newberry County. So welcome, Corey, and this completes our special education team. The next is a really cool highlight that I want to give you some background information on. The Milken Educator Award. What is the Milken Educator Award? It's the Grammys of teaching. It's the Nobel Peace Prize of teaching. It's an educator's Super Bowl. It's an educator's Olympic gold medal. The Milken Educator Awards, created by Lowell Milken and the Milken Family Foundation in 1987, have rewarded and inspired excellence in the world of education by honoring top educators around the country with $25,000 unrestricted awards. Milken is very specific to note that this is not an accolade for lifetime achievement or the signal of the end of a career. The Milken Educator Awards target early to mid-career education professionals for their already impressive achievements and, more significantly, for the promise of what they will accomplish in the future. This is not something that you can apply for. To me, this is a secret society that I'm trying to crack the code on how you get in. So recipients are caught by surprise when their names are announced at emotional all-school assemblies in front of cheering students, proud colleagues, distinguished officials, and the media. It is with great pleasure to share with you that Erica McCrae, elementary school principal of Riverwalk Academy, has been named South Carolina's 2026 Milken Educator Award recipient. Thank you to the team at the Milken Family Foundation for inviting us, the district team, to Riverwalk in December to partake in this honor, the celebration, and the media event. I don't think Robbie is still here, but Ms. McCrae doesn't know it yet, but I'm inviting her to our Teacher of the Year luncheon to be our keynote speaker, so you will get to meet her at that time. Ms. McCrae is a dear friend of our team. She is the last person that wants the recognition or the stage, but she is the most deserving. She is also well respected by her educators at Riverwalk. She deserves this recognition and so much more. Ms. McCrae will now join the alumni of this award. I told you it's a secret society. And she will also represent South Carolina in education advocacy in Washington, D.C. this summer. So we'd like to send Ms. McCrae our congratulations. All right, finally, formative and summative assessments happen daily in our classrooms. Some assessments are teacher-created and inform instruction or show student mastery of content. Some assessments are tied to school accountability at the state and the federal level. While assessments are administered year-round, the spring tends to be a heavy testing time for students across K-12 grade bands. As we enter the spring testing season, I would like to draw your attention to the formative and summative assessments being administered at the elementary, middle, and high school grade bands between now and the end of the school year. You can see on the screen here that the assessments vary by student groups such as multilingual learners, gifted and talented qualifiers, end-of-course assessments, state summative assessments, college entrance exams, and career readiness measures. Today, this is just simply for your information. Our schools are already or will soon be trained to properly administer each of these assessments this spring. The district's role in them in this, led by Diana Kingsbury, is to ensure administration of each assessment with fidelity, while also ensuring that testing materials and student performance data remain secure as they transition from vendor to schools and to third parties like the department. So Diana Kingsbury, our district assessment coordinator, is here with me in case you have any questions, but that concludes my report, pending any questions.
Any questions?
Sweet.
I would just say it's such an important area. I just thank you for it is an area of great detail and great focus, and yet it's, wide across every school district. So thank you for your tenacity and knowledge and skill in all of this.
Madam Chair, I do have
Yes,
a quick question.
thank you. Yes.
I noticed on the chart, it indicated school autonomy for elementary and middle school. I'm assuming that means that these schools can identify an assessment that is approved by the state to use. Is that right?
Yes, they have the autonomy to choose a state-approved interim assessment to administer at the school level. There are currently 6 that they can choose from, and they also have the autonomy within certain windows when they administer that test.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much. Okay, Brad Henry. Now we're going to hear about what's going on out there.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the board. Today, our communications manager, Brooke Summerford, will share with you a recap of our social media outreach efforts in 2025 and how she seeks to keep kids first at the forefront of everything we do and everything we promote to the public. Brooke, would you like to come share?
Madam Chair, members of the board, Superintendent Neely, thank you for allowing me to be here today. Thank you. I'll start with a high-level snapshot of our digital performance from 2025, covering January through November, as December metrics are still being finalized. Across our platforms, we generated over 760,000 impressions in 2025, meaning our Kids First content was shown hundreds of thousands of times across our social media platforms. Facebook remains our primary driver of reach, with Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, and other channels supporting overall visibility. These numbers just give us a baseline understanding of how often our message is being seen across our community. So when we step back and look at overall performance, a few key things stand out. First, our social media platforms consistently reach an average of over 32,000 people per month, providing strong visibility for our organization. More importantly, when we compare this to 2024, performance has improved. We've seen a higher average monthly reach and a more consistent engagement throughout the year, not just 1 or 2 standout months. By keeping students front and center in our imagery and our messaging, we saw stronger connection, engagement, and trust. These mission-focused posts consistently outperformed other content, particularly posts featuring student-focused imagery, student success reshares, school visits, and school feature content. So beyond our social media, our website saw 34,600 users, up from 17.29% from 2024, showing that people are not just seeing our content, but actively going somewhere to learn more about our organization. After launching the Kids First newsletter in March of 2025, early open rates averaged 17 to 20%, which is typical for a new and previously inactive email channel. As consistency has increased in that, engagement has grown significantly, with the most recent newsletter reaching a 60% open rate, which is fantastic. That is not an F for the teachers out there. That is great. So what does this tell us? Each platform plays a different role. Social platforms create awareness and help spread information quickly. Google supports our discovery and credibility when people search for us. The website serves as a central hub where people can get full details, and our email is the most direct way to reach people with timely updates. What matters most is that these platforms help us to stay connected within our community. When information matters, people see it, they engage with it, and know where to go for clarity. So what does this mean for the district? Compared to 2024, our platforms demonstrated strong visibility, engagement, and consistency in 2025, allowing us to more effectively amplify the great work that's happening in our district and across our schools by giving them a larger platform to share their stories. By keeping kids at the forefront of our visuals and messaging, we have reinforced our Kids First messaging, mission, and strengthened trust across our community. Looking ahead to 2026, we're well positioned for continued growth. The addition of the LCA transfer schools will naturally expand our reach and engagement. More schools means more stories, more visuals, more opportunities to keep our kids first in how we communicate. And because of our platforms already working together effectively, we're able to scale that without reinventing our approach. And while the data has an important role in helping us measure performance and guide decisions, the true value of this work is the engagement we see across our community. The comments, the shares, the conversations that are being had on our platforms show that our message is resonating and that our schools are being seen and supported. I think that I'm safe to speak for our team when I say that we are especially grateful to the schools for actively sharing your stories on your social media platforms, highlighting your students, and engaging with our platforms. As well as to the families who support our profiles by liking, sharing, and participating in our conversations. Together, that participation strengthens our connection, builds trust, and helps ensure that the kids remain center of our communication, reinforcing the Kids First mission. So thank you to the board and to the district for trusting me with this work. That concludes my report, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions?
I would just say that that was a great presentation.
Thank you.
As well as some of the others who have spoken for the first time, doing a wonderful job.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that feedback.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brooke, for keeping kids first in all that you do. We have a great job here at the district. We get to really show the public and show opinion leaders and decision makers across our state what our schools are up to and the great things and kids that we've got in our district. So we have a great job. We love doing it. A couple other things that I wanted to share with you. One of the things that the external affairs team gets to do, myself and John and Brooke, is we get to go to a lot of events across the state and go to a lot of conferences and things. Back in December, we attended the Public Charter School Alliance of South Carolina Conference. Pictured here is Board Member Dexter Davis, and this is LaQuania Chambers from Liberty STEAM in Sumter. She was one of the presenters at the conference. She did a great job. We really get to, another great thing that we get to do is support our schools across the state. Anytime that they are at events and at big conferences and special events and things like that, we love to show up and show our support for them. Lastly, just in 4 days from now, the 2026 legislative session will be upon us. They convene on January 13th, next Tuesday. There are several major issues that we're going to be tracking and we're going to keep you updated on as things progress. You may have seen the article that was published just yesterday, which quoted one of our state senators saying that charter school accountability is likely going to be one of the first topics up on the agenda when the Senate reconvenes on Tuesday. So we'll be tracking that very closely and working with our elected officials and making sure that that the things that come across the legislature are things that we support here at the Charter School District. A couple of other issues that we're going to be following very closely, and it's something that we were following very closely last legislative session. There's always the debate about the funding, and is the funding formula going to change? What is that going to look like for our schools? So we'll be actively involved in those conversations, making sure the dollars follow the child in all of our schools. And then starting also next week on Wednesday, we have our first of the budget presentations with the House Ways and Means Committee. We'll be presenting our budget before them on Wednesday. It'll be live on the State House website. We'll share the link with all of you, so if you'd like to tune into that. and that sort of gets budget season started off for us, and then we present to the Senate a couple months later. Madam Chair, that concludes my report. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Brad. Any questions?
I'll just say in that charter school accountability that Hembry and his staff are considering, have we as a staff had input in what is being written or what action they might take?
Yes, we have. So that's a bill that was, this is the second of a two-year legislative cycle. And so this was a bill that was being debated last year, and we participated in several meetings with Senator Hembry and the Senate Education folks, and we've had significant input on that bill. So I'm sure there will be some more changes that come about since things have happened over the summertime. We're also aware that on the House side, Chairman Erickson and some others have some additional things that they may be interested in. So we will definitely be ready for the House side as well. But yes, this is something that we have had and will continue to have significant input in.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kip. Good question. Any other questions? Well, I appreciate your relationship over there and your knowledge, your way around, and we know that we have high confidence in you and your team on that for many years.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Yes. Next, we move on to the strategic plan update. Emily Paul.
Good morning. Before I get into our strategic plan update, we are halfway through the second year of our 3-year strategic plan, and so I just wanted to do a refresher on our strategic plan and how it vertically aligns us. So like I said, we are halfway through the second year of our 3-year strategic plan. It really is our guiding light to achieving our mission, vision, and values. Based on the strategic plan, we develop our annual plan every year. Our annual plan is our roadmap to achieve the goals set forth in our strategic plan, and it makes our mission, vision, and values really come to life across the district. As a reminder, those documents really provide vertical alignment between the strategic plan, the annual plan, our department plans, all of our professional goals, and then our performance evaluation system. So what you're going to hear today is my monthly update on our progress on our annual plan. Last month, we had discussed receiving feedback on our internal check-in non-negotiables, and I just want to go over some of the components of those non-negotiables that our staff will be participating in weekly. So the purpose of our check-ins weekly are to support our staff, identify barriers and remove those barriers to make sure everybody has access to success, and provide one-on-one time to focus on needs and accomplishments. They are to be once per week. They are to be one-on-one with the employee and their direct supervisor. We extend them once a quarter to review those 2 professional goals that are aligned to the strategic plan. Our expectations are that both parties come prepared for those check-ins. It's a 2-way conversation, so our employees bring what their needs are and our supervisors bring what their needs are. And then finally, they're really meant just for growth. They're meant for problem solving, for task tracking, and just that continuous improvement. So that's kind of where we landed on those check-in non-negotiables. I also wrapped up our records retention process planning, and we developed metrics for staff sustainability and workloads, and then I'm happy to report that we did wrap those playbooks that I referenced last month. Next month, you'll see that one of these 3 items is highlighted in green, and that is because I'm ahead of myself, and we already accomplished that task, and that is the FY27 staffing plan. As Brad shared, we are getting into our budget hearing season, and so we sat down as an alignment team and looked at what our staffing needed to be for the FY27 year in consideration of just our natural growth, but also bringing in our Limestone Charter Association schools. So that has been done, and we will be moving forward with acting on that plan soon. Also, next month, I will be developing a professional growth and development template that includes individual aspirations and then professional goals within the PCSD. we want our employees here to be continuously growing, and so we want to have some kind of template that helps us and them see where they see themselves in the next 5 years. And then finally, we acknowledge that we make this annual plan every year, but things happen, and so sometimes we have to look at that and think about where are we going to go for the next 6 months. We have our Limestone Charter Association schools joining us, and so we need to change that plan a little bit to make sure that we are ready to welcome them in and do all of the things that we need to do to make that go really smoothly. So next month, actually at the end of this month, Mr. Stan Davis is going to come back and work with the alignment team to look at that annual plan and just make some tweaks where we need to make sure that we are all still moving in the right direction and accomplishing our goals. And then next, I just wanted to share with you, right before the break, I was able to go to Low Country Montessori School and visit their Service Learning Day. This was a really cool experience. So their high schoolers participate in Service Learning Days. I think they're every other month. And they are assigned to a group that follows them throughout the year. So some of them are assigned to, you can see in one of the corners, the kitchen. And so they are making meals for their families that are in need to send home with them on the weekends. And so that day they were making a lasagna, that they were packaging up all these different lasagnas to send home with their families in need. There's also some high schoolers that are assigned to the littles just to help the teachers in those classrooms and with learning engagement and instruction, and so you can see some little faces in there. In the middle, we had a group that was preparing holiday cards for their senior citizen community in the area, and so I just wanted to share those pictures. It was just really neat to see all the high school kids engaged with at all different levels and throughout the community. And that concludes my report, pending any questions.
It's a beautiful thing. Any questions?
Thank
You know,
you
the
very
richness of education is not only knowledge, but relationships. And y'all are just working that to the tens. And it comes from the heart. It's a great thing.
Thank you.
And then it goes to the mind.
Yes, thank you.
Our main guy.
Yeah, no pressure. Well, good morning.
Good.
This has been a great day. Great day for kids. There's been a lot said today. There's been a lot of recognitions. I just think it's worthy of us to do one last shout out for a lot of different accolades and recognitions that we've witnessed today. I do want to thank Dawn, Diana, and Brooke, our staff, for getting up and presenting today. Let's give them a round of applause. Board, you're aware that as part of our professional development, I'm challenging every one of our staff members at some point to come and present to you all. And as you can see, they're definitely qualified, professional, and excellent in their work. Kristen, shout out to you. Congratulations on the Core Value Award. Let's do one more big shout out for all the excellent schools out there. And let's welcome our 14 new schools into the PCSD family. Here's to an additional $3.2 million, thanks to John's team, for all of our students. And I think it's important that we have a clean audit. So congratulations to Nick and your team. Heidi Bishop, Lakes and Bridges, congratulations on being the first AEC in South Carolina to get an excellent rating. Good job. And we want to thank again our partnership with the South Carolina Department of Education, who called on us to help them help these schools. We value that relationship with Superintendent Weaver and her team. We are very honored that they called and asked us to help in this situation, and we're excited about the future with our new friends. So thank you to them. As we open our first board meeting of this year, I want to pause and reflect on what we've already acknowledged this morning, because moments like this deserve perspective. Today, as we've said, we formally welcome 14 schools transferring from the Limestone Charter Association into the Public Charter School District. And we recognize schools across our district for excellence. Those recognitions tell an important story, not about institutions, but about people. About leaders who stayed focused, teachers who stayed committed, and students who continued learning even amid uncertainty. To the representatives of those 14 schools who are with us today, the past year has not been easy. We recognize that. The uncertainty you experienced was not your making, and yet you chose stability. You chose partnership. And you chose to align with a district whose central focus is straightforward and consistent, putting kids first. That choice matters, and we respect it. Our approach is simple. We believe strong schools flourish when they are supported, trusted, and respected. We believe autonomy matters. We believe partnership matters, and we believe community, continuity, especially for children, matters deeply. Our commitment is to walk alongside you with steadiness and humility as you continue your work. With the addition of these 14 schools, the Public Charter School District will now serve more than 59 schools and over 30,000 students across South Carolina. Growth of that scale is not an expansion for its sake. It is about stewardship. The state has entrusted us with these schools, these families, and these children, and we take that responsibility seriously. As we move through this transfer process this semester and into the new fiscal year, our focus will remain constant. Kids first, every decision, every day. I also want to speak directly to our longstanding PCSD schools and families who are listening today and online. Growth does not mean displacement. Expansion does not mean distraction. You have not been forgotten. The same level of support, advocacy, and respect for autonomy that brought us to this moment remains firmly in place. Our staff is fully committed to serving all of our schools, new and existing, with the same care and consistency. Now, if you'll allow me, board, I want to speak directly to you. January is Board Recognition Month, and I want you to hear this clearly. Your work matters. You serve in a non-paid volunteer capacity, yet the decisions you make carry real weight for schools, families, and communities across South Carolina. You have provided steadiness during growth, perspective during challenge, and a consistent focus on students, especially during moments of transition. On behalf of our staff, thank you for your leadership, your judgment, and your trust. We are grateful for the way you steward this district and its mission. This year also marks an important milestone. We are celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Public Charter School District and the 30th anniversary of the South Carolina Charter Schools Act. Earlier today, the board honored former Governor David Beasley, whose leadership helped open the doors for families across South Carolina. Doors that remain open today. That history reminds us that progress is built through principled leadership and long-term vision. Looking ahead, in just 3 weeks, on February 1st, we will open our next charter application cycle. Communities across the state are still searching for quality public school options, and we remain committed to filling those gaps carefully, responsibly, and in partnership with families. At this point, I want to pause and shift gears. Before I close, I'd like to provide a few images from some of our recent school visits and events. These moments matter because schools are where the work really occurs and where children experience it every day. And here's Governor David Beasley. He visited Pace a few weeks ago, and we had the ability to go over and spend some time with him. And quite frankly, that's where the idea of this came up. It was really, thinking about the impact that he had on this entire movement. None of us in this room would be here if it wasn't for this man. So we're just very honored that he can be a part of this organization in a more formal way. I was also invited to conduct the lottery at Liberty Steam Charter School over in Sumter, and as you know, they continue to have a a very large wait list. I think they're up over 1,600 families that would like a seat in that school. So they're continuing to grow. I joke about it. You know, they've taken over half of the old Sumter Mall, and I think they're going to kick Belk out back to Charlotte and take over the rest of the mall. So it's exciting to see the growth there. I had a great opportunity to spend time with Kip and Dr. Whitaker at Anderson University. As you all know, Kip is a benefactor that supports Anderson University and is on the Board of Trustees. And for several years, he's been encouraging me to come visit Anderson, and we finally made that visit work, and it was right there before Christmas. And I tell you, just had an amazing visit with the students and the administrators at Anderson. We are now going to be engaging with them on an MOU to participate in many of their academic programs and to expand some of their opportunities to our students and our teachers across the state. So we're really excited about this. You already heard from Emily earlier. We're so proud of Erica. Oh, that kid, yeah, that great. And yeah, it was an amazing day, and we appreciate State Superintendent Weaver and NIET and the Milken Award for being able to go to Riverwalk and be a part of that. And I wish Robbie was here. He was here earlier, but the culture that they've built at that school up in Rock Hill is just amazing, and we're just really proud of Erica and this accomplishment. And I know that she'll be a great voice for charter schools up in Washington, D.C. this summer. And Daniel Davis here, he's part of the Riverwalk Hype team. And a few weeks before this visit, he kind of ambushed me with his Hype team, media team with cameras. And so I kind of returned the favor to them and called him up in front of the entire student body. Because I know how that works. And but actually, I gave Daniel a challenge coin. You can kind of see on the podium there. He and his team made me a Superman cape because they asked me on my first visit, where was my cape? The superintendents have a cape, and I don't have a cape, but now I do. But I'm very appreciative of Daniel and his spirit and the Hype team. And then right before Christmas, we were honored to have United States Secretary of Education Linda McMahon visit the Myers Center for Special Children up in Greenville. And you can see that Trustee Gilchrist was there and Superintendent Weaver. This was the only charter school in South Carolina that she visited. And what a special charter school for her to visit, you know, the first charter school in South Carolina. And so, you know, she was deeply moved. She put out a video not long after this, and just her engaging with these children. And she told us that she was emotionally moved by watching these children who struggle every day to talk and walk. And so we're just so thankful for her and her heart and for choosing one of our schools to come and visit. And then yesterday I was up in Easley and I was at Lakes and Bridges, and we had a great visit. And as you can see, I love to sit on the floor with the kids. I have a lot of those, and just engage with those children and their learning. As we begin this new year, I want to leave us with something deeper than a statistic or a strategy, something that anchors why this work matters. I often talk about the soul of a child. By that I mean the part of every child that longs to be seen, to be believed in, to belong. It's the spark that fuels curiosity, relationships, learning, dreams, and the quiet confidence that their future matters. Long before test scores or transcripts, that spark is what carries the child forward. Every decision we make in this room, every policy, every partnership, every moment of leadership, either nurtures that spark or dims it. And that is a responsibility none of us take lightly, especially in times of transition. Children are watching us. They are watching how adults respond to change, how institutions treat people, how leaders speak, and how trust is built. What they see today shapes what they believe is possible tomorrow. So as we move into 2026, welcoming new schools, honoring those who have been with us and continuing to grow, I believe our calling is clear: to lead with steadiness, humility, and hope, to protect what works, to improve what must, and to never lose sight of the human beings at the center of this work. If we do that, if we truly put kids first, then the rest will follow. Thank you for the trust you place in this district. Thank you for the work you do every day. Thank you for helping us safeguard not just the education of our children, but the soul of every one of them. Madam Chair, pending any questions from the board, that's the end of my brief. Thank you.
For anybody who's not crying, you could ask a question. Any comments? Well, you can just see how beautiful this whole paradigm is. And we welcome you like family, and we have the joy of seeing beautiful things grow in your hands. And so we celebrate this day like a second Christmas. Thank you.
Well, in that celebration, immediately upon adjournment, we're going to ask all of our new school partners to join us in the back because we have some cake that we want to cut, and then we'll have lunch.
Thank you. Okay, I hear a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Okay, thank you. Third, fourth, fifth. Thank you.
Right.